peace and abundance and blessing is for you, and blessings is for me. So let's do this. What do we? Well, I've just pulled my cards, so maybe I shouldn't have said go live because I feel a bit tired now. We'll see how we go, huh? We'll see how we go. I'll just put the followers moderation on. Here we go. Yeah. I feel like I'm back to when I first got this deck. So we'll see how we go. See how we go. I'll just put this up on the other screen. Hey Namit, how are you going? How are you going? Where are you with this weather? Are you up in the rain or are you with the bushfires? Oh, it's just crazy, isn't it? Oh, my threads. Oh my God, I got into the biggest fight. Well, two fights. And I'm blaming it all on my friend that told me to get back on Twitter. And, you know, Twitter's can be quite toxic, the feed. And I'm like, what the hell? Hey, Jules, welcome, the Various Mix. So I got on Threads and I'm like, is this person for real? Asking, like, I don't know what to think about this person that's well. So I just re-quoted and I said, hi, guys, is this, you know, there was the scammer on there and he got his thing taken down. Is this guy for real? Because sometimes I throw $5 to people, you know, like, oh my God, the backlash. Yes, he is, and da-da-da, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, whoa, we love him, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. And then he replied to me, and I'm like, oh my God, will you stop replying to me and just move on? Oh my goodness. It's crazy, crazy. Yeah, I know. Well, you forget the world's big, don't you? Like, it's a bit like watching the jury. You forget people have come from different walks, different, you know, opinions, different fabrics, different cultures, different belief systems, different, experiences. Yeah, you know, and you know what else too I've noticed? I swear some of these things are bots because I put something up about the housing situation. I've deleted it. And oh my God, the bots, or not the bots, but the pro-Palestine. And I'm like, how do they find, this isn't even related, but how did it go down this area? And I'm thinking, I must have a key word in here, you know, like it's got to be. I know, but then I start. So it's not healthy. It's not healthy. All right. Happy New Year, everybody. It's not healthy. So, yeah, I just was on there now because I just went and saw my mum's best friend. She's got Alzheimer's. And like her son is a good son. People have got to stop guilting people. You know, he has to work. He had a stroke. And his mum would go in and wake him up at 2 a.m. and say, oh, I didn't say goodbye to my sister. She'd get confused thinking they're on the phone. And then she wasn't showering. He'll come home and say, Mum, like, this is her son. He doesn't want to be seeing his mum naked. Like, there's some respect, you know what I mean? Like, and he's a single guy and, you know, so she's in the nursing home and then someone sort of says, well, they should look after their own. And people just are so quick to judge. And I'm like, oh my God. And I was just praising him the day, saying, you're such a good son. You shouldn't be guilty for doing this. Like, she's in such, but it's so expensive. It's like $10,000 a month. Like, of course he's selling the house, but oh my God, it's so expensive. So I'm really manifesting to win money. Hey Holly, welcome Phoebe. So I did it last year and I'm going to do it again. And I'm thinking when I do it, I'm going to buy him a unit and then he doesn't have to worry. So that's my big manifestation. Yeah. Well, I went and visited my husband's uncle. He was in hospital, and I was just speaking to the nurse. I said, oh, how are you, and where are you living, and do you like nursing, and da-da-da. And she goes, oh, yeah. And sometimes we get people coming in there going, my sister's a nurse, and then they're trying to give advice and stuff, like it's difficult. But when I did go and see her 2 weeks ago, I went and saw the nurse's station. I said, she's lost an awful lot of weight, but and then she's sitting there and she's got her bags packed, and she goes, oh, I'm just waiting for him to come and get me. Like, it's so sad, and then she asked me about my mum, and my mum's been dead 18 years. And like, sometimes I have a bit of a cry, and then she goes, are you all right? And then she'll forget that I even cried. So it's like, it's good, I'm like, oh, and I go, yeah, mum's good. Like some days it's just sort of like you're not ready for it, and other days you're fine. So it's just sad. It's sad. All right. And I go, and she'll say, oh, where are they living now? And like, my mum and dad have both passed over. And I'm so, oh, they're at Coffs Harbour. And she goes, oh, and I go, remember you went there, Marie? Remember my mum died? You went to the funeral. And she went, oh, did she? Like, it's cute. Like, it's sad, but yeah, it's going to be a long journey. And it's a tough drive to get there. Okay, so who would like a card? Let me know. Welcome. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the thumbs up. Yeah, he's great. He's funny, isn't he? Because I've got the English-Irish background. I really get his... Hey, Mel, welcome. Happy New Year. His humour. Okay, Phoebe, let's do you. Don't know how I'll read right now. I'm going to really start focusing on my mediumship again. I'm going to start doing that. All right, Phoebe, what have we got for you? But not today. What does Phoebe need to know? And maybe go back to charging for private readings. And I'm using these cards. Oh, you got the Lover's card. So as we know, with the Lover's card, it can mean love or new relationships, which is always about you, Phoebe. So here comes the plane coming over. Wait till it goes, shall we? So I'm sure, no, it's not. It's a Two of Cups. Sorry, I assumed it. I saw the little two up the top, and I'm like, hold on a minute. So the Two of Cups is all about balance. It's about union and partnerships. It's about attraction, of course, maybe falling in love, a happy agreement or a merger. But what have we got for you here? I do love the pictures of this. As soon as I pulled this deck out, it reminded me when I first started doing tarot. What have I got for you? Just looking at the card, the roses, the feet. I don't know, is someone moving? There's a feeling here of someone moving away. Yeah, I just have a feeling that someone is looking at moving, and they're looking for a bigger place. So I'm not too sure whether that signifies that you're going to move in with somebody or you're going to have a close relationship. But there's a definite feeling here of somebody moving. Yeah, that's what I've got. So I don't know whether this is you or somebody around you, but there's a definite feeling here of them questioning whether the place that they're in is big enough. So there's definitely going to be a move with somebody. So you might hear of somebody moving in with somebody else, because there's a feeling here of yeah, I feel like they're picky. Either they're picky about a place being too small, not big for them, like criticizing. You know, that's what I've got. My boyfriend hates his house and he's, there you go. Does he say it's too small? Because it's a definite feeling here of it's too small, it's not big enough, it's not, you know, there's a definite feeling here of this. Don't know whether that works, Mel. Does that say hi? I don't know. I clicked on it, but it didn't work. So yeah, so I do see that comment. So there's a definite feeling here of, and look at his lips. Can you see his little lips? Go. He likes, yes. So I'll just see. But he likes his own space. So that's probably perhaps why he's attracted to something a bit bigger. So just keep that in mind. So that's what I have for you. That's what I have for you. We'll do the oracle too, huh? Yeah, he likes his own space. So do I. Does everybody else? I freaking do. Oh, look. Pay attention to your dreams. So you might be getting some intuition coming through. So, like as you can see with the cat, there's a fish there, and as soon as you wake up, you Google dream interpretation, blue fish, red fish, pink fish, purple fish, and see what it means. Speaking of which, I had a dream last night that I was going to go through a red light, but I didn't. I stopped. So, I don't know what that means. All right, maybe something's prevented me from making a huge mistake. And I've got this big bloody ant here. Okay, who else would like a card? Nefarious Mix, let's do you because your comment just popped up. I think you're going back. I don't know what I want to do. Sort of thinking about branding, like not even rebranding, because I don't consider like myself to be a social media user. That's big to even say that, but I don't know what I want to focus on. So I'm like, oh, mediumship, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. All right, Nefarious next. What do we got for you? Maybe when I win the lotto, I can rebrand about how to manifest utilizing spiritual tools and do it that way. All right. And then I won't have to. I don't know, I would really love to win a lot of money so I can buy her son a little place. Okay, what have we got? Well, you got the same card, and I hate reading the same card twice. So let me dig out a different deck. I hate that. That is one of my pet hates. Can I use this deck? Oh, it's going to be an ugly deck. All right, I'll see if I can. Well, I understand this deck. Oh, freaking this deck's all over. Okay, we'll see how we go. Various mix. Yeah, I don't, and I put all my cards away. Just gonna make sure this deck isn't even. No, I can't use that one because it's all in order. I'll have to use this one from this bag. Yeah, I haven't got many decks here. I thought, right. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tarot decks. That's it. Okay, what's Nefarious next? Or 5, 6 out on this desk. Okay, here we go. Wheel of Fortune, speaking of winning, elevation of money, overseas trip, completion of phases. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is also too, if things have been going really, really, really bad, they're turning good. So it's like an unexpected windfall as well. So it's like a cycle. So it can be very optimistic, you know, like we go with the ups and downs. So we're not to be discouraged, like a turning point. But what have I got for you here? Okay, I just have to ask, did somebody pass with a mustache that you know of? Yeah, maybe it went down. Oh, I keep saying it. Like, yeah. Oh God, I'm hearing surprise. Did you know somebody who had a mustache that passed away? I don't know why I'm getting this. So there's a feeling here of I don't think you actually would think that this person would come through because it's coming through as a surprise. So it could be someone that you would not consider, probably maybe a distant friend or something. I don't know. I just feel like, yeah. Do you know somebody? Yeah, but with a mustache? Possibly in their 30s? And you went to school together, perhaps? I'm going to have to get a pen and paper back if I do these. Other people I know. Does this fit with anybody else? Mustache, possibly went to school together, in their 30s, somebody that you wouldn't probably think would come through. And maybe there was a chance to date this person, but it's like 3 strikes you're out, or they tried to date you, but the opportunity never rose again, like they didn't do it. Does this fit with anybody else? Or they dated and it's like, don't go back to them, like 3 strike, like, you know, you never go back. Yeah, I know it's not for you. But I'm just asking, is it for anybody else? Does this fit with anybody else? This is definitely going to come up to somebody coming later. Because it's a bit like they thought they probably had an opportunity, a chance, but the person rejected them. So I'm going to have to remember this. So we'll get back to your card. So this is all about unexpected, like an unexpected windfall. What am I getting here for you? There's a feeling here of saving. So I don't know whether you're saving for something or whether it's doubling, as in the savings are going to double. Yeah, there's a feeling here of don't go all out. That's the feeling that I've got. So we've got this as a windfall, but like a twist of fate type of thing. But I just have a feeling of, yeah, that's the feeling that I've got here. Don't go all out. So I hope that helps, but that's what I've got. But it'd be interesting to see if that fits with anybody else, so we'll see. Yeah, I know. Hopefully the doubling does happen. How weird has silver gone? Went down, now it's starting to come back up. Not that I just like to watch different things. So, Holly, let's do you. See what we got. Don't know whether to use this deck or the other deck, but we'll see. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where the mediumship goes to today. Okay, Holly. Holly. Okay. Queen of Cups, somebody who can be very emotional. It says in the card their physical, which I mean, years and years ago I had a reading and the lady was so bloody good about what my husband was going to look like. This is a woman over 25, blue eyes, fair, brown hair, soft, gentle. So this is somebody who's really calm and somebody who's very intuitive. This is one of the big intuitive cards. So it's somebody who can be like a counselor. But what have I got for you? My pleasure. Holly, what have I got? What have we got? Emotional. Okay. I'm just looking at this bloody seahorse and look at the chest out. Is somebody pregnant around you? And there's a feeling here of, I don't know whether they're disguising this, so whether you've got intuitively knowing that someone's pregnant or they're hiding it, which would mean you wouldn't know, but maybe you have this gut feeling. Or they're waiting, or there's somebody waiting out more time until they fall pregnant. So they could possibly be waiting till spring until it happens. So I don't know whether someone is planning to have kids around you, but there's a feeling here of spring. Yes. And there's going to be like a conversation, like, you know, when you talk to somebody and I feel like they're hiding it. There's a feeling here of, oh, have you put on a bit of weight? Not that we really say that to people, but maybe they bring it up in their own way, like, oh, yeah, I've put on a few kilos. But I feel like you're not close to her. Is she sort of saying about her weight? Or because there's a feeling here of somebody's hiding that they're pregnant. So they could be just saying, oh, yeah, I've just put on a bit of kilos. I've just put on a bit of weight. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't know whether people are going to get hurt for not knowing this, but there's just a feeling here of them wanting to be very secure, you know, so don't take it personal if someone's pregnant and they haven't divulged it. That's the feeling that I've got here. But look at this seahorse with its belly puffing out. So it's funny, isn't it? But that's what I've got for you, sweetie. That's what I've got for you, okay? So just be mindful. So if it does come up in the conversation or, you know, oh, yeah, you know, you're thinking, oh, okay, they're pregnant. Well, they're not telling me. Because people can get really funny, huh? I know I didn't tell my mother-in-law the sex of my baby because I had an, I was going to say amniotesis. What is it called? Amniotesis? What do you call it? But anyway, so I knew the sex definitely. This is way before it was so accurate like nowadays. And I never wanted anyone to know. And my mother-in-law got so cranky, but we didn't have a good relationship at the time. But now if I was pregnant, I probably would tell her. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's just immaturity, you know? So it's funny how as we grow, we just get a bit more relaxed over things, don't we? So, but that's what I've got for you. Okay, so who else would like... Will my brother ever talk to me? Because even with my dad's situation, he's not talking. Oh, Christine, I don't know. But I'll pull a card for you. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think, oh, why was it such like that? I think it's an age thing. Okay, Christine, what have I got? You still here? Let me know. Thanks for the thumbs up. Okay, Christine, what have we got? Yeah, it's so interesting. What have we got? This is a really good one that goes with the question because it says on the card, all is not lost. So it's sort of like, you know, it is what it says. You may have something to salvage. So that's my pleasure. It's sort of like, but sometimes it can come across as stop trying to fix something that's broken. So just allow it, allow this loss or sadness to go. But what have I got for you here is... Did you say your dad was passed away or what? What have we got here for you? There's a feeling here of things, somebody's pushing for things to be equal. That's what I've got. Okay, and there's a feeling here of, you know when someone says, don't get me started? So I don't feel like communication is key. Yeah, there's a feeling of that, but there's a feeling here of somebody could be very touchy on how they communicate. It's a bit like, my husband said the weirdest thing the other week, because we've been, you know, my kids are a bit older, and goes, oh my God, I have to scream. And I said, and he turned and he says, I'm speaking calmly. And I go, so you should. You should be speaking calmly. And you shouldn't have to announce that you're speaking calmly. Like, everyone should speak calmly, you know, like it was sort of like a real grounding moment. But this is a bit like, don't get me started. So it's a matter here of learning how to communicate in a way that's seen and heard and balanced, and, you know, just coming from a place of not in someone's face. That's what I've got. That's what I've got. Okay. But yeah, that's what I've got for you. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Well, if it's about your dad's, which I'm assuming it is, about your dad's will and that, we were speaking about this before. Did Dad have a? Oh no, it wouldn't have been actually you. You need to, when you go to bed, please allow me to speak from a loving place, be heard from a loving place. Dad, please allow us to come together in a way that we're both heard. And sometimes it's partners that can cause the issues. All right, Namit, let's do you. You still here? All right, Namit. Namit needs to know. Justice. Ooh. Legal situation or document, police, finding out the truth. Matter affecting balance. Is that what it says? Affecting the balance. So this is all about harmony, balance. So they've got the scales there. Equality. it is obviously about, it can be about the law, it can be about fairness, karma, something, sometimes cause and effect, someone not what as they seem. So what have I got for you? You know, if you see elephants in a dream, it means you're coming into money. I watched a lottery show. What have I got here? And it's so interesting because I'm looking at the 11 and, you know, we think of 11 as money. So maybe you are, but what have I got here for you? Okay, there is a feeling of taking the good with the bad. So I don't know if this is you or somebody around you. It's a real, as the card indicates, it's a real balanced card, so a grounding card. So either somebody wants everything to be all hunky-dory, but yet they forget that things have got a darker side, you know, like the light and the dark. So this is about like karma. So not everything can either be on their one side, or it may mean that sometimes you have to have those big conversations, or sometimes you have to get really upset. You know, like not everything is to be all happy. Like not everything's cut and dry. That's what I get here. There's an old saying, I'm hearing it, don't throw the baby out with the bath water. So, and that's where with this card is about, we got to take the good and the bad. So if you're, for instance, I'll just use my example of my husband. I could look at him thinking, oh my God, he's such a pain in the ass with this, this, and this, and this. But yet there's this, this, and this, and this that's good. So, and we've got 11 here, you know, the balance number. So there's a definite feeling here of looking at someone either not all in the negative, or not all, if you're looking at somebody that they're so fantastic and they're great and they're wonderful, you've got to also look at their negatives. You're not looking at somebody in a way of both sides. So really keep that in mind. Really, really, you know how we see people and we see them, they're dating somebody and we're going, oh my God, they're so bad. We can see it, but the person can't see it. That's what it reminds me of. But there's a definite feeling here of seeing the good and the bad, you know, of somebody. So keep that in mind. And then we'll do the oracle. Who else would like a card? Well, it's probably an old saying, and it's probably not an Indian saying either. Oh, and again, pay attention to your dreams. Phoebe had this one. I asked somebody in a Facebook group to give me a reading, and two people sort of were on the same wavelength. It was about intuition, which was interesting. All right, Mel, let's do you. Anybody else? It's lucky last. Then I might do my own. Ooh. Okay. Actually, I don't mind these cards. No wonder I kept them out. All right. The Ace of Swords, it's all about truth. The Ace of Swords, it can be about new projects or challenges. And it says here, frustrations, double-edged sword, hollow victory. And it's a very logic card. So what have I got here with you, Mel? There's a feeling here of somebody getting what they deserve. That's what I've got. Does that make sense? There's a definite feeling here of somebody's going to get what they deserve. And that's where maybe the double-edged sword comes in, meaning they fought for something, but yet it wasn't that great, you know, like all that trouble was a waste of time, you know. There's a feeling here of if they thought they deserved better, you know, that there's a definite feeling about that. But perhaps they had what was good, you know what I mean? There's a definite feeling here of that. So I don't know whether someone's breaking up. It just reminds me of someone breaking up with somebody and then they don't realise what they've got, you know, like, and that's where that hollow victory could be, you know, going off with somebody else, but yet they didn't realise what they had. There's a definite feeling here of, yeah, like, you know, cutting off. Got to always be careful what you wish for. Exactly. Cutting off. And I do think of the one Ace of Swords. It's a real cheap deck, Holly. It was at Big W at the time. Yeah, and I did say at the beginning, they're getting what they deserve. So maybe they feel like they deserved more, but yet, you know, or they've done something and you're thinking, thank God, you know, they'll, you know, like those people, they get their downfall. That's what I've got. And we've got here the Truth card. You are in charge of your actions. See that? So that's what I have for you. Have I read everybody? Did I read you, Holly? I can't remember. I don't know whether I did. Have I read everyone? This little deck. It's a weird one. I've got this deck and it's where is it? It's an old-fashioned one. Anybody else? Have I read everybody? Did I read Holly? Did I? Didn't think I did. Here it is. My pleasure. Is that the end of everybody? I've read everyone? What have I got here? Trump card 9. What is this one? Oh, 11. You too, Mel. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to let's look at this one. I think I've read everybody, have I? I must have. That mediumship didn't pop up. Maybe it might for me later, who knows? Okay, this is the 11 lust. Good night, everyone. I got this card. It's so weird. Reclaiming suppressed parts of yourself. Wow, that's exactly what I'm doing, but in a different way. Reclaiming confidence, stepping into visibility, owning their voice, no longer apologizing for who they are. Wow, what a card. What lust is not? Addiction, lack of discipline. It's not reckless. So it's all about, where am I repressing my true nature? Wow, maybe I was supposed to get this deck out. Freaking hell. Anybody else like a reading? Let me know. But that blew my mind. I think we're right. All good? All good, everybody? You've dreamt? Yeah, well, I was watching a lottery video and it was about dreams and what you're dreaming, and it was talking about people who'd won the lotto, because I like listening to those because I can sort of zone out, but also too because I want to manifest a big win, and it's good to sort of be really mindful. And they were talking about people who have, like some cultures believe, and if you see elephants in a dream, it means that you're going to come into money. So that'd be interesting now. But I had a dream that I actually prevented myself from going through a red light. So I think I've stopped not being impulsive. Oh, it's not being impulsive. I think I've stopped something happening. I'm intervening before harm. So that's a good no. Oh, your son's talking and moving. Oh, the first reading where the house was... It's stressful moving in Sydney, isn't it? It's like, it's really hard to know where there's an area. I mean, maybe because I've come back. It's really hard to know an area to move to. Like, it's... Whereas I think maybe I was more up in the Gold Coast. I don't know. It's interesting. Got to work out where all these decks go now. This one goes in the little bag. But yeah, so I'm sort of like thinking, oh, what am I going to do now? So we'll see. Yeah, they are. And that's why you don't really want to make a mistake of a move either. I mean, I moved, oh my God, we moved so much, but you can't do that now. Like, it's just too expensive, the stamp duty, the agents. Like, back in the day, you could move, like, and that's like the sort of, if things get so expensive, how are people going to start a new business? Because it's unavoidable not to actually be in debt, is it? Like, they're taking away, yeah, I don't know, it's a weird thing. But anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Prices are very tough.